think she'll remember us. Hi, sister. This is Maureen Tierney, Houston, and I wanted to say hello to you and tell you how fondly I think all of us remember you. You were our first grade teacher, and you were very tall and slender and young, and I kind of remember you jumping around a little bit and your rosary moving around, and I think we all thought it was exciting to have a nice young nun at Our Lady of the Counsel, especially in the first grade. I think you should know that most of us feel we received an excellent education from all of the Loretta nuns, and we wished you could be here tonight with us. I think I better stop.
Sister Rita Maureen, this is Paul Welch. I sure wish you could be here. We understand it. We almost put that together. I'm trying to think how many of my family you got. You might have had my sister Janice after me 2 years. I don't think you were still there when Keith came 4 years later, or John 6 years later. But you know, it's so interesting. Back then, you were probably the first love of my life. You were the prettiest girl I'd ever seen, and we sure that was sure an important part of our growing up. We all just loved Our Lady of Good Counsel and all you sisters who were able to kind of move us along. And as we look back, we see so many successful people. A lot of us were probably lower middle class, but we never felt that way. And there's so many people I know, say like Dan Morrissey, who perhaps you remember. He was after he got his master's degree, he went in the Navy, and he was actually on Colin Powell's staff in the Pentagon. He's retired now, of course. And Pat Croker was a partner in an engineering firm, Burns & McDonald, and just so many success stories. And you were right there at the beginning, laying that foundation for us. And we sure hope things are going well for you, because you sure helped get things going well for us. Thanks. Bye now.
My dear sister Rita Maureen, I'm Chris Schaefer, and if you remember that you had me as that half naughty, half nice girl in first grade. And so already I want to apologize for putting you through all those miserable times when I got bored and I would act up, but I really appreciate what you gave us. And one of them was Careful the Rabbit. So if you remember, if we were careful that week, we could take Careful home, and that was just a very sweet thing. I just really value all the things that you taught us, and I wish you really well. I understand that you had a milestone birthday recently, and I hope that you're thriving and enjoying things. You may not know that I'm very connected to the Loretines. I went to Loretto Academy. I then in turn came back and I taught for 2 years at Loretto in 70, 71, and 72. So in a way I had that same heritage you do, which is to teach Loretto girls that same set of values, and I promise that by the time I was 21 I was a little bit better than I was when I was 6. Take care, sister. Prayers to you. Love. Bye, Chris.
Hello, Sister Rita Maureen. Mike Long here. Sister, about 5 or 6 years ago, you were tutoring one of my grandsons up north, and you recognized the name, my oldest son, Mike Long, and you asked him if he had a father that went to Good Counsel, and of course that was me. And I came up and visited with you, and we had a good visit, and then you know, Ron and I have kind of gotten together with this kind of reunion and wish you were here. I wish that I had gotten a good grade from you on my math test, but somehow it just didn't work out, I guess. Anyway, sister, I'm teasing. I hope the best. I hope you're doing well. We miss you. We hope you could be here.
Me too.
This is this is my sister Katie. Ron, you remember Ron?
I remember Ronnie Fugate. I called him Ronnie.
And I'm doing a thing to Sister Rita Maureen.
Oh my God!
She was my first grade teacher. I ever tell you the story about him? Anyway, sister, we miss you. We hope you're here, and I hope you're doing well. Thank you.
Hi, Sister Rita Maureen. This is Connie Sue. I don't know if you remember the Gershwin kids. Finally remember our first grade class and all the wonderful things you taught. I came to see you out in Lee Summit in the early 80s. I don't know if you remember that or not, but I always appreciated what a wonderful teacher you were and how dedicated you were. And thank you again for the great education you started us with.
Hi, sister. How you doing? This is Tom Slazak. How are you? It's been years and years. Just want to say thanks for all your great teaching and all the great nuns of Loretta that taught all of us at Good Counsel. I still wish those days were here. I have many fond memories of my school years in Good Counsel, and especially you. It was a special time, a different time really than it is right now. So I hear you're doing well in St. Louis, so I hope you enjoy your retirement. I assume you're retired, I don't know, but I hope you enjoy yourself there and have a good life. And wish you could be here tonight with all of us in Kansas City. Good talking to you.
Okay, this is Barbara Eufinger, and we were just talking about how much I loved you. And I was a math teacher for 31 years. When you came to my house, I had been teaching already. This is my 8th year of retirement, and I have 2 Westie Poo puppies, no children. I never got married, and I just loved you. I said everybody should love their first grade teacher, and I loved you. And I volunteer at Holy Cross in the Northeast, Father Joe Chisetti's parish. And I teach Algebra 1 and pre-algebra to 7th and 8th graders, and I have all the gifted kids. And I do that as a volunteer, and I love it. So I'm glad they found you. Take care.
At this reunion, you heard from just a few of your students, and actually some of your first students that you taught at Our Lady of Good Counsel. I mean, from the classes of 1952, 53, 54, just a fraction of the thousands that you taught over the years. And can you imagine the impression, sister, that you have made on all of us and those thousands of others that had the privilege and the opportunity to have you as their teacher? That's why you will always remain in our hearts, and we just want to say God bless you and thank you for all you did for us.